Hey, welcome back. This is Fenyks-Gaming with another episode of Raid Shadowlegends. And today I wanted to talk to you about something that came up during a stream with my clan last night. We were going through somebody's clan boss team, and it came up is what you should be doing in this game and how to actually progress your account. And I used the analogy that a lot of people think this game, the progress in this game should just be an inclined slope. Just constant, steady, progressive, all the time. Where in actuality, this is more like walking upstairs. Okay, and here's what I mean by that. You'll notice that I have a lot of resources here. Oh, not a lot, but I have a decent amount of resources, and that's because I save. And the amount of resources that I have go up and down. They go up and down with certain events that are occurring in the game. Generally speaking, fusions. Sometimes special summoning events. Sometimes clan versus clan, right? For instance, for today, I had a bunch of books. Well, not a bunch of books. I keep saying a bunch. I did not have a lot of books. I had 7 Legos, 8 epics, and I spent them all this morning because it's CVC. And that's where I spend the majority of my books, because that's where I get the most bang for my buck. I try and double dip resources as much as possible. And the reason being is because the resources in this game are finite and limited. Or at least the resources on your account. Some people's accounts, no, but they're whales and they're spending hundreds and thousands of dollars playing this game. And for the vast majority of us, that's pretty silly. That's a silly thing to do, is to spend hundreds of dollars each month on a mobile game, right? It's a fun game, don't get me wrong. I love playing this game. I love strategizing, building new teams, new comps, stretching the limits of certain champions, and I haven't even been able to do that much yet because I'm still relatively new. I'm still at less than a year in this game, which is relatively new in the grand scheme of things. So what should you be doing? How do you stage your account to get steady steps up during events like fusions and things like that? Well, it boils down to a few simple steps, and that is, number one, you save your shards, right? I know pulling shards is fun. The release of dopamine, it's awesome. It's a lot of fun to pull shards with the chance of getting your, that next Lego or that next epic that's going to change your account. But that's by design. That's by design. It's the same reason why it's fun to go gamble or, make any bets on sporting events, things like that, or bets with your friends. It's fun. It's exciting. It's thrilling, the rush, knowing that you could pull something account changing out of these, or even one that you just like, or a champion that you just like, out of one of your shards. Right? It's that dopamine rush, which is why those shard pulling videos do so well on those major content creator channels. People enjoy the dopamine rush, right? Even if it's secondhand dopamine, as we call it, watching somebody else's shards get pulled. You still get that major rush of I don't even know where of dopamine, and it makes you feel good. But don't do it. And the reason being is because you need your shards for fusions, and fusions are almost always worth it, right? If you look back at the past year of fusions, it's very rare that you'll find a fusion that is legitimately bad. They're good. They're good champions, and they have places in the game. And I can make a case for every single one of them. They have places in the game, and people, for instance, like Mother Side Bell, she's super niche. That her anticipatory kit, as opposed to reactionary kit, where she's putting up revives on death instead of reviving people directly, people were hating on that. People were angry about that. They said this champion is meh. And now she's got a place in places like Hydra, where you kind of want your champions to die and then come back to life immediately and not waste a turn. it's content that we haven't seen before, and what they've been doing is releasing champions that will help you with new content. And they're not going to release champions that are going to help you with old content. They're going to release champions that are going to help you with the stuff that they're adding to the game, so that people feel more relevant when new stuff is added to the game. Even though it is still difficult, you can still, in some capacity, deal with it, right? So fusions are definitely worth it. So you should be saving those shards, right? You should be saving your silver. There's a lot of people out there who run with like a dry bank, like less than 1 million or less than 10 million even, right? This is like the minimum threshold of silver that I'm comfortable sitting at, because I know that in a pinch I can gear up champions and make some progress on a certain event, right? You should only ever be gearing your champions, doing artifact enhancement, other than like your daily and advanced requirements, advanced quest requirements. You should only ever be gearing your champions during artifact enhancement events, right? It's double dipping points. It's double dipping resources rather. You're spending silver not only to advance your champion's equipment, but you're also getting points towards a tournament, which will then give you different rewards. You want to take that a step further. Actually, you want to take that a step further, then you only do it during artifact enhancement events during fusions, which is a crazy concept to some people, because they're like, I have to wait a month before, or 3 weeks before doing artifact enhancement. No way. Yes way. Like, that's the way to do it. You get a ton of resources. You move yourself towards a guaranteed legendary, which we all know you can go on a dry spell for a long time without a legendary. And you progress your account. Okay, so it's not happening today. It's not happening this week or next week, whatever. Okay. And if you're not going to do it during a fusion, at least wait for an artifact enhancement event. There's an artifact enhancement event going on right now, stacked on top of CVC. That's a ton of points if you max out, if you completely build a champion. That's a ton of points. Spend your resources. Where do they get? You get double rewards. That's it. It's easy. It's an easy game. Some of the challenges are difficult, but it's an easy game. Alright? If you are a mid-game account, right, and that's probably where most people are getting stuck, is mid-game, and they have no idea what to do, and they're just kind of throwing all their resources at the wall, seeing what sticks, seeing where they can make the most progress, and then they lean into that. If you are a mid-game account, and here's what I mean by mid-game, you are clearing all dungeons at least to level 20. I think that's a great marker for mid-game. At that point, you should probably be able to do normal Doom Tower all the way through. Not necessarily on auto. You might have to go manual some waves and some bosses, but you should be able to get all the way to the top of normal Doom Tower, and you should be able to clear all dungeons to level 20. Okay, so what do you do after that? Because I mean that's great progress, but that's not, you're not marching towards endgame at that point. Your highest priority should be Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, farming it daily. That's the highest chest, not the lowest chest. The daily acquisition of the Transcendent chest from Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss is going to catapult your team, your account rather, into a whole different area of the game that you never thought possible, right? Because there is certain content that is gated by having certain champions. There's no hiding it, right? There's no hiding it. Sure, in some cases, like those content creators with the crazy, outrageous gear, and all the resources in the world, they can, on speculation, build a rare out, and it can be like the hardest hitting rare in the game. And we've all seen those videos. Every rare is the hardest hitting rare, or best kept secret of raid. Yeah, they can do that. They can play around because they have those resources, right? Cause the content creator packages, just the amount of time they've been in the game, or the money that they spend on the game, one of the two. But not all accounts are like that. Not everybody can afford to go out and build every champion in the game to see if it's a really good one. and not everybody, even if they could afford it, have the gear, and that's completely RNG, right? It doesn't matter how much money you have. If you don't have the gear, you can't do it. So, one way of almost guaranteeing that your account progresses steadily is farming Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss and getting those Sacred Shards, Void Shards, and Ancient Shards, and the books every day. Every day, it's a guaranteed from Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss is a shard or a book. Sometimes you get both. And if your clan is, full clearing it and killing that clan boss, then you get 2 rolls of that. Yesterday I got 2 Sacreds and a Void. No books yesterday. I think I got a legendary actually from Nightmare. A Lego book, yeah. But that's huge. That's a lot of resources, right? If you look at it, like, you can't even win Sacred Shards from tournaments and events. You have to buy those, or you have to wait a month for your monthly daily quest reward thing, right? And now they're just giving them out in Clan Boss. Come on, that should be your highest priority right there. When you're getting 15, 20 Sacred Shards a month for free, then when those summoning rush events during fusions come around, you're not worried at all. You have plenty of shards to get the points that you need. So you're not stressed at all. Not to mention, the chances of pulling a Lego out of there are much higher than when you pull up, from Ancients or Voids. But, so if you look at my account, I'm pulling, 10 to 15 Sacreds a month, and I think 30 to 40 Voids a month, and that's huge. That's a lot. It makes summon events and champ chases a lot more exciting. I'll tell you that much. Oh, this run lost.
You lose! Good day, sir!
Godseeker died. So yeah. Those are things you should be doing. If you are farming Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss regularly, then you should work to make sure that your arena team is in and can relatively farm Gold 4. And that way you're getting as many of the Great Hall points as possible, so you can get those free stats from the Great Hall. Yeah, because those are huge. When you max out accuracy, you'll start to see. I have a champion that I built recently. Who was it? It was Umbral Enchantress. She has neither an accuracy chest piece or an accuracy banner, and she has plenty of accuracy to go through all the faction wars. I can add an accuracy banner if I want her to get through Doom Tower, like later Doom Tower waves. But I might actually do that because she would be great in Doom Tower. For those like Mortal Macabre and the Mortal Macabre waves. Those are tough to deal with. So but you're getting my point. Like, don't spend all your resources today at the expense of your account making huge progress tomorrow. It just doesn't make any sense, right? Guys, that's all I got for you for today. Yeah. Drop a comment. Let me know what you're doing in your CVC tournaments to get points. I am going to be bringing out that spreadsheet that I showed yesterday. Let me know what champions you're working on today. Like artifact enhancement is here. Champion training is tomorrow, so don't go full hog on like eating all your chickens today. Double up on those points. Have fun. Have a good day. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you know when we upload new things. Alright? Y'all take it easy. Have a great one.